Good evening, everyone. This is Big Boss Calvin 83. Today, I wanted to discuss something, and I'm going to today's topic is feminism and the truth about feminism. Bottom line is this: feminism is nothing more than Caucasian supremacy. It's a tool for Caucasian supremacy. You know, it kills me that a lot of women of color do not grasp and understand that truth of a fact. Feminism had nothing to do and Caucasian women, racist Caucasian women, Caucasian female supremacists don't give a damn about so-called black women's issues or any ethnic group of women of color, period. Caucasian women who are feminists, or just Caucasian women, period, who are about pro-women and women's issues, don't give a damn about so-called black women's issues. They don't give a damn about Latina women's issues. They don't give a damn about Asian women's issues. They don't give a damn about East Indian women's issues, Middle Eastern women's issues. They don't give a fuck about y'all bitches. All they care about is their own so-called plight, where they really don't have a fucking plight. You know, if you look at the election, which I'm sure many of y'all have, especially you women, you notice that mainly a lot of Caucasian females, I should say, were about all that pro-women bullshit. But the truth of the matter is, you had a lot of women, despite what Donald Trump said and did, despite him being a misogynist pig, Caucasian women in droves still supported Donald Trump. Even the ones who claimed to be feminist still stood by Caucasian men, like Donald Trump. Caucasian women will always stand by their fucking men. When will you understand that women of color, particularly so-called black women? You don't hear Caucasian women say dumb shit, retarded shit, like I don't need a man, like y'all dumbass Negro-pean bitches do. I'm really hot right now thinking about it, how I'm sick and tired of women in my female counterpart, being deceived by these evil Avanoid devils. These evil pale skin monkey she-devil bitches. You know, come on with it. My sisters, when will you understand? Y'all, it's funny how so-called black women are quick to warn their sons, their brothers, even their fathers, their male cousins, about the Caucasian woman, the white woman, they call her. But y'all bitches don't take your own fucking advice. Y'all say Caucasian women are the biggest whores, the biggest sluts, the biggest gold diggers, very racist. They tell me, they have said, women in my family and other sisters I've talked to have said the same shit growing up, even going through school, high school, college, and present, have told me, leave the Caucasian woman alone. Leave the white woman alone, they say. But they don't follow their own fucking advice. My mom always said the same shit. My aunts said the same shit. They're right, but what I don't understand, how come you females, you so-called black females, can't follow your own fucking advice? You talk about how treacherous she is, how much of a liar she is. Talk about she can put you in jail, she can get you lynched, get you killed. But y'all want to be girlfriends with these bitches. And y'all want to march with these bitches. You want to bond because of these bitches. Because y'all think, Oh, they got a vagina just like me. They grow breasts and they grow ass just like me, and they grow hips just like me. Well, some of them do. Some of them bleed every month just like me. Well, some of y'all bitches do. And some of y'all old females, oh, they're going through menopause just like me. We got the same issues. No, you don't got the same issues. You know, Caucasian women have duped y'all sisters. You so-called black females, which I call y'all Negro-pean bitches, they have fooled y'all, especially you black feminists. You are the laughing stock now. You know, you had a majority of Caucasian women who claimed to be feminists, but weren't really feminists because they still stood by their so-called oppressor, misogynistic male oppressor, which is the Caucasian man, also called the white man. They stood by his side. They by choice continue to seduce him, marry him, have his babies, raise his kids, take care of him. But y'all dumbass Negro-pean bitches don't do the same thing for your brothers, for your so-called black men. Y'all don't take care of your black men, black women. Y'all don't do that. All y'all do, not all of y'all, but the majority of you bitches, you so-called black bitches, threw brothers underneath the bus, threw black men underneath the damn bus for the last excuse me, 50 to 60 fucking years. You let the Caucasian woman, the Jewish woman, one and the same, you let these Caucasian bitches brainwash you with a bunch of fucking lies telling you that the so-called black man is oppressing you when so-called black men in America and even in the goddamn fucking world don't got no fucking power to oppress you as a woman, you as a black woman. Don't have the power to oppress women, period, or anybody. But you fell for this shit because you were that damn desperate, because you deep down inside you really want to be accepted by the slave masters, the wife of the slave master's husband. Deep down inside, so-called black women, you want to be accepted by the Caucasian man. Like I said, the wife of the slave master's husband, you want to be accepted. You want the Caucasian man to choose you over his Caucasian woman. He can't do that because he's not going to be able to maintain Caucasian supremacy and the so-called white dominant power structure. But y'all bitches are too stupid to figure it out. You know, despite Donald Trump saying, grab them bitches by the fucking pussy, saying all misogynistic things about women, period. Nasty things about women, doing nasty shit to women, committing heinous crimes against women, but yet the Caucasian females, young or old, straight or gay, still support evil ass Caucasian men like Donald Trump. What have so-called black men done? Have so-called black men done any of that shit? I'm not saying we have that some of us haven't, but we haven't. You know, y'all women, the problem what I got was you so-called black women. I'm sick and tired of y'all bitches throwing us underneath the goddamn bus. I'm sick and tired of you lying, siding with the racist Caucasian folks and these other prejudiced non-blacks who don't fucking like us, period, but yet you continue to spend your money with them. You go to Macy's, so-called white-owned businesses. You can continue to support Asians like the Koreans buying weaves and shit, hair care products. You continue to spend your money in these corner stores owned by the Indians and Arabs and Mexicans, and they're calling you a nigger too. But y'all love going to these Caucasian dominant companies. You love working for them too, where they pay you fucking less on purpose. You love drinking off the government's tit instead of standing by your so-called so-called black male counterpart. You know, but y'all still want to be black feminists, and y'all blame so-called black men for everything. You blame black men for everything. You throw us underneath the bus, talking about how we're thugs, criminals, we don't know how to act, we're stupid, we're dumb, we're immature, we're irresponsible, but yet you keep fucking them niggas. You reject guys who are not like that, but which is the majority. 80% of us guys are honest, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal from you, don't steal from anybody, loyal, respectful, don't call you out your fucking name. We try to be civil and diplomatic with y'all dumbass bitches. We help you, we take care of you, but y'all treat us like shit. And the sad part is you reject guys like me, brothers like me, so-called black men like me, for the guys that you bitch and complain about. Hell, we gotta dumb ourselves down to act like a goddamn Lil Wayne wannabe sissified thug ass coon just so you can notice us. We gotta call you a bitch to get your fucking attention. Are you kidding me right now? But like I said before, you don't see so-called black men talking about, bragging about grabbing women by the pussy. If we even think about doing that, we end up in jail. Donald Trump did that shit, and he got away with it. Donald Trump has, and sources have stated that he has not only sexually assaulted women, but he has raped women. I mean, probably as younger than 13, young as 13 or younger than 13, age 13. But some of y'all sisters, you black feminists, still forgive this man. And it is mind-boggling. And some of you women actually claim that you want to support him. And for the presidency, talking about vote for Trump, and Trump's gonna take care of y'all, and Trump don't give a damn about you black bitches. Man, fuck. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? I mean, and the thing is, some of y'all that supported Hillary Clinton is likely more racist than Trump. She is a proven racist, calling your children super predators, her and her husband creating these bullshit ass, racist ass laws that would send in prison your so-called black men. In prison for some bullshit, for accused of having drugs or having drugs. We're still getting killed by the streets, by the crooked cops, by these racist civilians out here. You know, think about it. Look what happened to Tamir Rice. Look what happened to Freddie Gray. Look what happened to Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin. You know, Hillary Clinton, who's a feminist, didn't talk about that shit. Oh, she talked about it later on to get your vote. Y'all still support. You still side with these Caucasian cunts. You know, when Sandra Bland and Rakia Boyd and Renisha Big Bride, I think that's how you say her name, and countless sisters were murdered and raped by these racist Caucasian people, male and female, especially male. Where were these Caucasian female feminists, also known as the Caucasian female supremacists, who call themselves feminists? Were they marching with y'all? Do they give a fuck about your children being killed? No. Whatever happens to women of color and other non-Caucasian women, so-called black, so-called brown, yellow, Caucasian females don't give a fuck about y'all bitches. They don't give a fuck about your children. They don't want your families to be intact. They want to break up your families. Okay? They don't like people of color. And that's real talk. Think about it. Especially you so-called black women who call yourselves black feminists, want to use the so-called black movement. I mean, y'all are the ones who sold out on the march for the civil rights movement. You threw away black pride, black power, black love to join a bunch of Caucasian dyke cunt females. Bunch of Caucasian supremacist females in fucking disguise who call themselves feminists and talk about women's issues, and then you want to create womanism. What womanism? Why are you creating womanism? Why are you taking part in that fucking fight? If the Caucasian man was so evil, these Caucasian bitches would not stand by the Caucasian male. Think about it. They were not. I mean, ain't nobody forcing Caucasian women to dress like fucking whores and chase that money and practice their hypergamy, marry the Caucasian man, have sex with the Caucasian man, and have his fucking babies. Nobody's forcing these females to do that. If it was that bad, they would withhold sex until they act right. Like you sisters do to us. But you don't do that with the bad boys. You don't do it with Caucasian guys. You don't do that with the so-called black pants sagging, drug dealing, just got out of jail, or just about to go to jail thugs and criminals, bad boys, the lazy male, the effeminate male. Y'all give them pussy, but nice, honest, respectful guys who you call lame, who about positivity, do right, I'm law-abiding citizen, but at the same time, when shit ain't right and we see some corruption, we're gonna say something. But again, if we go against the system, y'all bitches tell us to stand down or you don't support us. You know, educated brothers who got a good head on their shoulders, brothers who love themselves, respect themselves, got dignity and pride, got morals. Oh, that's not sexy for y'all bitches. Let me say this. The only reason why you have a lot of Caucasian women supporting Caucasian males, I'll say it again, the only reason why you have Caucasian females supporting the Caucasian males is because of the fact that they benefit from the so-called oppressive patriarchy. Patriarchy ain't oppressing Caucasian women. That's a fucking bullshit ass lie. The reason why Caucasian women side with Caucasian men, no matter if they do bad or good, is because of the fact they benefit from so-called female privilege, what is also known as white privilege, white female privilege, to be specific. Caucasian women know the reason why they stand by their man and continue to be obedient to their fucking man and submissive to their man and support their man, no matter how evil and corrupt he is and how sick and misogynistic and abusive and violent he is. He's the biggest criminal. Caucasian man is the biggest thug, criminal, pedophile, sodomizer, the one who practices homosexuality, the biggest rapist, and the biggest evil, heinous criminal that ever lived. Say it again. The Caucasian male is the first deadbeat dad. That's number one. Is the biggest drug dealer, the biggest criminal, the biggest pedophile, the biggest rapist, and the biggest womanizer, and the biggest murderer and child murderer. The most inhumane, cold-blooded thug, evil-ass male to ever live, raping and stealing. The biggest crook. The biggest criminal you can even think of. Caucasian people, good or bad, good people, whether they're good people or bad people, stick together. Racist or non-racist, Caucasian people benefit from white privilege, and they stick together. The ones that call them non-racist, but they see other Caucasian people doing racist, evil-ass shit to people of color, are really racist in disguise. They're closet racist. I want to talk, like I said, y'all, I mean, on y'all females talk about, oh, how great Hillary Clinton is and how great to Clinton's was, but that bitch, Hillary Clinton, that racist ass, old, haggish bitch that I can't really fucking stand, has said the most racist things. Caucasian women, I'll put you on game. Caucasian women are more racist than Caucasian men. You know why? Because they're the first teachers of the child. They're the first ones, they're the mothers that teach their children to hate so-called black people. Teaching the word nigger, to say the word nigger. And the Caucasian man who's the father reinforces that racism. That's how it works in their household. Yes, it does. They have told me this. Hillary Clinton looks up to Margaret Sanger, who's a fucking racist, who wants to commit genocide on people of color. Especially the ones who she calls black people. That's real. Look it up. Planned Parenthood was started by Margaret Sanger to kill off many so-called black unborn babies. Hillary Clinton looks up to her. Hillary Clinton supported a racist, in the 60s that believed in segregation, that still wanted Jim Crow, and still wanted us to go back to being slaves as so-called black folks. When will y'all wake the fuck up, people? Especially my sisters. The reason why Caucasian women sided with, you had a large portion of Caucasian females sided with Donald Trump and other evil-ass Caucasian males like Donald Trump, no matter how evil and sick and misogynistic and abusive and violent, and how much of a rapist and pedophile and criminal and thug he is, no matter how much of a colonizer and enslaver and a killer he is, and a crook he is, a thief that he is because of the fact that Caucasian women benefit from the so-called white male patriarchy system that they bitch and complain about. That all that bitching and complaining is nothing more than a fucking front. It's a front. Why would Caucasian women attack the Caucasian patriarchy when they benefit from the patriarchy? Why would they stand by the man who's this evil oppressor who hates women and is against women, but still continue to fornicate with him, fuck him, marry him, and have his babies and raised and support and these women be the nurturers and hold a family with that Caucasian man with the Caucasian babies together? Y'all gotta think. The reason why it is because deep down inside, Caucasian women know there ain't no such thing as misogyny, woman haters, misogyny. Ain't no such thing as a man being misogynistic. That's nothing more than propaganda. Okay? Damn. Shit. Put it in your language. White women benefit from the white patriarchy. Understand that. Black woman, wake up. The reason why feminist Gloria Steinem and them bitches, these other pale-skinned monkey bitches, went into the so-called black community, went into our community, and told y'all that the so-called black man was oppressing you women when we don't have no goddamn power. Hell, y'all bitches even say we don't have no power to do shit. Because every time a man asserts himself and his dominance and authority over you, speaking of the so-called black male, y'all call the cops on us and get us arrested or get us killed by the goddamn police. Get us kicked out of our own homes or your home. Y'all bitches use the same goddamn system, same so-called white system against your own fucking men and your own fucking black boys. And your daughters at times. Y'all do that. And y'all need to stop it. Like I said, if every time every time a so-called black man asserts his authority over his black woman, be the head, be the leader, be confident and take charge, y'all call the police on us, and then y'all want to talk about how abusive we are and how violent we are, and if you look at another chick, we're male whores, we're philanderopers, I think that's how you say it, womanizers and shit. Y'all talk about niggas selling drugs, but y'all keep fucking them niggas and having them babies by them niggas because they got fast money and you like to benefit off that money. Keep it real. You like a man beating up on other guys and killing like a so-called black male killing another black male because you think that's sexy, under having another man fight over your dumb ass. When the truth of the matter is, after that nigga kills another nigga, that y'all gonna find some other dude who ain't like that, or who's still like that, who got more money and more fake ass power and more fame and popularity and status. The reason why they brought in the fucking feminist movement is because they wanted to break up the family unit, especially the so-called black family unit. That's why they brought it in. That's why you had these Caucasian bitches and Jewish bitches like Gloria Steinem, who was an agent, went into the black community and lied to black women, telling them to be feminists and talk about the feminist regime and talk about how the so-called black man was oppressing you women when you should know better you should know and have the common sense, but y'all bitches are stupid as hell to recognize and identify that that's not true. We don't have the power to oppress you, and we always treated you women as a fucking equal. We brothers have always treated sisters as a fucking equal, even putting you on a pedestal. Even when the so-called Caucasian, the so-called white man, I mean, put y'all on a fucking pedestal and made y'all overseers of the black community. And the reason why you are just two free people on the fucking planet, the so-called white man and the so-called black woman, and the white woman. You know why that is, and that you know why it's like that? It's because the reason why they gave you the perks, gave you the jobs, gave you the resources, gave you the what do you call them, the stipends and shit. The government is the public assistance aid, government programs, welfare. Even though there's more Caucasian women and Caucasian men on welfare, is to break up the family unit. And the reason why they deny so-called black men like myself a just over broke, a job and a career, and an opportunity to go to school and get an education, when they actually just nothing to learn, because when you try to go to their institutions, you got to deal with institutionalized systematic racism, and not only that, you're miseducated because they don't tell you nothing. They just dumb your ass down. That's why we got so many females who are miseducated fools. Miseducated fools. Since y'all sisters brag about there's more so-called black women are the most educated women on the planet, which is bullshit, because if you are so damn educated, y'all wouldn't be, our communities would be better. We would have a strong, prosperous, wealth intact, strong, intact community. If you were so smart, so intelligent, so damn strong, so independent, first of all, you would be working for yourself. You would have your own fucking business. You would patronize and support and hire your own people. You'll hire your brothers and your sisters, for one. Be business owners, not work for the man, god damn it. You have a lot of so-called black women who are millionaires, but they don't give wealth to the community. They spend it on dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If y'all so damn smart and so educated, you would not be stupid as hell to pick Ray Ray and Pookie over a good man. You would know what a good man is and pick a good man, not avoid a good man and pick some sorry ass loser, lazy, ugly ass, dumbass dude as a fucking thug, a fucking criminal, the fucking bad boy, and have babies by them niggas and then cry about it later. Because you wanted to have fun and don't take no responsibility. Yet y'all bitches blame so-called black men for every goddamn thing. And the only time, and you don't take no responsibility. Not only that, you sisters don't take no responsibility. The only time every time a so-called black man says something and holds you accountable, then you want to bitch and cry racism and blame it on white supremacy, which is, it's fucking, y'all bitches are fucking retarded. If you were so educated, you wouldn't do that shit. You would take personal responsibility for choosing wrong. You pick these no good ass dudes, men who you deem to be inferior to you, stupider than you, dumber than you, and then you bitch and complain about it. And then you have these kids out of wedlock, or or got married to a good man, or you even if you get a good man, you can't keep a good man. And then when you have a good man, you're bored, and you file for divorce and break up the family and rape his ass for alimony and child support. Use the same racist ass system against us as black men. Whew. So what I'm saying is this: feminism was the purpose of feminism was to break up the family unit, especially the black family unit. To not give, and the reason why the reason why they hire women and give women the perks and the benefits, give them the resources and the wealth and the money, and they're not threatened by women being wealthy, being rich, is because y'all ain't gonna empower your men. You're gonna spend it on dumb shit. You're not a threat because women don't build shit. That's real talk. And not only that, the reason why they let women get the degrees and have some of these jobs, which are low-paying jobs, because if you were so educated, you would not be the poorest women in the group. You would not be. Black women are the most poorest, destitute women in society, but that's black men's fault. It's not Caucasian supremacy's fault. It's black men's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's never her fucking fault because she chose some bullshit ass major she can't do shit with. Shit. So what I'm saying is, feminism was designed. The sole purpose of feminism was to tax the other half of the population, which was women. They got men working already, well, most of them working, and now they wanted to tax women. That's why, to fund their fucking agenda, which is the New World Order. Continue to fund their white supremacy. Yes. That's what the elites, particularly the Anglo-Saxons and the Jews, wanted. That's why they did it. Break up the family unit, especially the so-called black family units. And not only that, you have mass incarceration, since there's no fathers in the fucking home, and then the woman got to be dependent on the fucking system she can't do shit with, or she's working, she's not home, and who's raising the goddamn kids? It's the television set, it's the fucking school system, and not only that, you got more kids, you got women, girls, having fornicating, being whores to this sexual liberation bullshit, getting abortions for money, because women want to profit, because women saying promoting this sexual liberation bullshit was to get young girls pregnant, teenage girls pregnant, and then they would get an abortion. Genocide right there, black genocide. Now, she becomes a statistic, a single mom, living off the system, or had to work on her own, and then she got sons. Who's gonna raise that son to be a man? Oh, I forgot, nobody. But the system of Caucasian supremacy with the Caucasian supremacist cops will kill your son or lock him up in jail. Or he be homeless as hell, dead. Or have this gang thug culture. That's what happened. And that's what you women supported when you joined the feminist movement. Now, I'm not saying women in my age group joined the feminist movement. I'm talking about your foremothers. Women, your mother and your grandmother and your great-grandmother joining the feminist movement. These previous generations of black women joining the feminist movement with these white female devils. You talk about how Caucasian women are the devil and they're dangerous, but y'all want to align yourselves with the fucking devil, with Satan herself and himself. The reason why the reason why the majority of the so-called black women joined the feminist movement, because they thought if they didn't have faith in us brothers. They didn't have faith in the so-called black man, and they wanted a quick fix. Not only that, they want to be accepted by massa. That's where Negro bedwench comes from. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, it was like they got deceived by the snake, and they thought, well, if we join these Caucasian women, maybe we'll get free, and maybe the Caucasian men will see us equal, and maybe they want to date us and fuck us and marry us. That's what y'all did. You want to be so accepted by so-called white society, you forsake your quote-unquote blackness just to be integrated and just be a fucking bedwench, a belly warmer. And where has that gotten us? It has fucked us up, and that's why you got this bullshit ass gender war going on social media between so-called black men and black women. We are divided. I mean, the gender war is the greatest tactic ever invented besides feminism, because they put you women on the pedestal while suppressing us men down with nothing, giving you the resources and shit, and talk about how we ain't shit. And a lot of you women want to support feminism because, hey, because you don't want no man to tell you what to do. You want to be a fucking child. So since you want to be a child, oh, I could. It's like your parents, you know, go off on vacation and leave you at home. What happens at home? Oh, I forgot. The kid thinks they can do whatever the hell they want to do. What does the kid do? Eat all the junk food, party hard, and get into bullshit that they have no business getting into. Underage drinking, fornication. And then when shit blows up in their fucking face and they get put in a compromised position, oh, I'm a kid, help me, get me out of this situation. That's how a lot of you black females are. You're like kids. And that's how women are, period. But when it comes to women of color, that's how that is. Y'all want the benefits of being a fucking man, and you want the benefits of being a fucking woman with the old outdated chivalry and new age independence. You want the privileges of being a woman and the rights of being a woman and the power and freedom of being a man with men's and having the rights as a man to being a man's equal. But when it comes to responsibility and accountability and taking care of yourself, you can't do it. All of a sudden, you want to be treated like a fucking woman. All y'all bitches want is fucking special treatment. Yeah, I'm saying all because that's a vast majority, because I can't tell who's not like that and who's like that. So that's why I said feminism is the worst thing that has happened to the so-called black community, and a lot of you so-called black women are fucking idiots for even supporting feminism and becoming black feminists, because black feminism we have killed ourselves, basically. We had committed genocide on ourselves. Y'all the ones who killed your own fucking kids, aborting babies. If you're not doing that, you're having kids out of wedlock by no good ass dudes, and you're still alone, or you're having kids from a man, but you keep him away from his children because you don't want his influence, because you hate male authority, but you obey the Caucasian slave master, white male and female. I mean, y'all females are crazy, and basically, and that's pretty much my rant. The whole purpose of me addressing this topic is because a lot of the so-called black women don't understand why a lot of so-called white women voted for Trump. And bottom line is this: the reason why a lot of Caucasian women stood by their Caucasian men, no matter if he's bad or good, no matter how much he's the evil scum of the earth, is because they benefit from white patriarchy. These women are lying to y'all so-called black females. And that's real talk. They're putting this front and saying they hate patriarchy, but the truth of the matter is they benefit from patriarchy. And the reason why they say they hate patriarchy was to deceive y'all to leave in the so-called black patriarchy when there's no such thing as a black patriarchy, because last time I checked, men of color don't own a goddamn fucking thing to have a patriarchy. And even if we did have a patriarchy at one point, y'all sisters destroyed it by believing in that she-devil, that so-called white woman who lied to you and deceived you and played you for a fucking fool. But y'all, it's funny how y'all sisters warn us about Caucasian women, but y'all still want to be girlfriends with these, and you want to bond with Caucasian women, and you think that the Caucasian man's gonna choose you over the Caucasian woman. Y'all bitches need to wake the fuck up, and you're a damn fool for even thinking that. Caucasian women ain't gonna throw away Caucasian patriarchy because y'all bitches want to live in this delusion, illusion of being a woman who rules the world, but she can't wipe her own goddamn ass. And y'all want to run shit, but you don't want to take responsibility for shit. That's why we're suffering, and that's why a lot of women, specifically Caucasian women who are against feminism, say, look at the black community. We don't want the Caucasian community to end up like the so-called black community. Wake your asses up, god damn it. These women are not gonna throw away their patriarchy when they benefit off it. That's why you got double crossed. And you're never gonna learn from it. Most of y'all won't learn from it, and most of y'all don't want to get it and accept that fact that you were played patsies. You are a damn fool. Stop thinking that your own so-called black woman. Stop thinking that the so-called black man is your fucking enemy, because we're not. Know who the real enemy is and get your facts straight. And shut the fuck up and listen to us and let us lead you. Think about what I told you. I'm out. Peace. Good night.